Hey everyone, I'm back again. This one is a pretty simple layout, but it's a good way to use up all those bits and pieces that you have from a collection, from a kit, whatever you're working from, stash, or even your scrap box would be a pretty cool way to use things up. So as you can see, two little strips to start it off, just gluing them down, double-sided taping them down, however you want to phrase it. So up it goes. It's already a good start. So this is a little paper bag that I've used. I used it in one of my other layouts. Didn't come with the kit, but it came from my stash, but it went with the kit really nicely. So I figured I'd just use it up at the same time. So as you can see, I cut it in half to make it go further down the photo, so it wasn't just on the top half. And big strip of paper. So as you can see, sometimes I just stick it, and other times, like that one, I just have a look at what side it would better to be going on. And it's not always a rhyme and reason to my layers, but I just sort of try and make it look pleasing to my eye, which is probably what everybody tries to do when they're scrapbooking or doing anything creative, because that's who you're designing for usually. You're the one that's got the creativeness in yourself. Anyway, enough tackiness, what's it, sappy, I don't know. Whatever I'm trying to say. Sometimes, like, your words just go missing when you're, like, videoing, which is prime example. I'm doing it again. So I'm just building up that side there, the right side, and I just figured that was a bit too thick, so cutting it down a little. And nothing really matches up, so it and look how tiny that scrap is, and I want to use it. Do I use it? Ooh, the suspense. Even I went quiet then because I was like, am I going to use it? Apparently not. I probably figured it'd be too hard to glue down. I think when I was scrapbooking the other week, I was just in one of those moods that was like, I'm going to scrapbook quick and fast. And I figured I might do a big bold border for the whole section with this page. One, because I had so much, and two, because it was a nice calming colour. So, bam. There it goes. It's a bit like a song. There it is. Alright, you guys lucky I sang on a voiceover. Just cutting it down, because sometimes it seems like it's just whatever looks good onto your eye. Like, there's no right or wrong when you're doing these kind of layers. So as you can see, got quite a few layers going. And I don't know if you noticed, I actually started with the photo and the title. So that title's sitting on some plastic, What a View. And I figured it's just going to be a photo and the title in a kind of vertical. Is it vertical when you go up and down? Oh, I'm so bad sometimes with those kind of things. Anyway, on some vellum, rip it again, because ripping makes it look really cool, like you accidentally on purpose, artedly made it like that. And look, this layout, this back of this paper has a diagonal pattern. That's why that page is cut like that. But look how, it's like it was meant to be. Like, it just fits in with the background and the layout, the layers already. So I just, it's so funny when it works like that. You're like, woo, excellent. And of course I didn't put it down very straight, but meh. What you gonna do about it? Looks pretty alright to me. Just adds to the, the roughness of it. It's not rough, but I don't know, it's not neat either. It's in between neat and rough. Is there a word for that? Is there? I don't know. Gee Louise. Anyway, committing. There's my layout. My photos are stuck down with my background. What's that? My title's stuck down. Don't need that plastic anymore. And look at these beautiful love hearts. And I found, look, this is so cool. One big one, one little one. I overlap them a little and it looks perfect. So 3 little clusters of them. Different little, combinations. And I found this gold. Is it gold? No, I think it's pink actually. Sorry, my screen's very little today. On it goes up there because I didn't want everything to be on the right. So I've got those love hearts down the bottom on the right, so on the photo up the left. And there was this little cute little fabric puffy heart that was in the collection. So actually it's not a collection, it's a kit. It's my April Kitaholic Kits. And there's so many lovely things in it. It was so big, like there was so much in there. And look at this this border. Like it's a little puffy sticker, like border edge thing that perfectly was the right length to sit in the middle of that, like just down there and stick out. And it's like it was meant to be. Oh. And I was thinking about a background, and like I was like, oh, that's green in there. I didn't put any green on my layers or on my layout. And there's this beautiful pink watery colour. Is it wildflowers, the Kaiser Craft? I don't know. This is my third voiceover, and that's what I've called it in the other videos. So for consistency, I'm going to call it that, even though I'm not very sure that that's the right thing. Anyway, cutting down my background, because obviously if I'm going to put a border on it, I need to cut it down. And for some reason, I didn't gut that paper. That's so naughty. No wonder I went through my papers quick, like if I did that. Well, that's one, but I don't know if I did it for any other layouts this month. Anyway, on it goes. And it was cool, like I wanted the stripe to go that way, so you can see a lot more of the stripe and the white, the creamy white, up the top and the bottom. Can you see what I mean? Like, rather than where the sides, where it's just like a pink block, looks better. Anyway, on goes my gold, what is it, Colour Shine, but I didn't shake it enough, so it's a bit smudgy. But I don't know if you would have noticed that if I didn't tell you that, so maybe I shouldn't have told you that. Anyway, then I had this brilliant idea. I was like, oh, pink ink. I should have inked up the pages. So the funny thing is, because I didn't glue it right to the edge, I can ink up most of the background, the cardstock edge, and it gives it a roughness because I got it on the sides, on the, a bit on the front of the layout too. So it's pretty cool. Even if I do say so myself. So on it goes, purposely giving some lines down the side there, some roughness with some texture, which is not really rough at all. And on goes some more gold because, trying to hide those smudges. Or maybe that's where I smudged it more. I don't know. I cannot remember. And just mopping some up with a paper towel, wiping it off my photo, obviously, because gold on a photo is probably not necessary in this stage because it's a lovely view. So this is the, I don't know if it went up first or this one's going up first, but we stopped and had lunch at Malula Bar, and up on one of the hill roads there's a big hill and it looks over the coast. And I took this lovely photo. And, I don't know. And obviously I scrapbooked it. So I was thinking there needs to be something else in that cluster, and I didn't really know what was sticking out in my kit box to add to it, but found this little, it's a wood veneer heart or a resin heart, because I know we got both in the kit. And I'm sure you can see it, and I'm sure you're screaming at the layout at the screen going, oh, it's so obvious, Lauren. Anyway, thank you and bye.